Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Coin Lovers and Treasure Hunters. Today we're diving deep into the history, value, and collectability of the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin. At first glance, this small silver-colored coin may seem like just another piece of change, but when we look at the minting history, varieties, and rare errors, we quickly realize that some of these coins can actually be worth far more than their face value. So whether you've got a handful of spare change, a coin collection in the making, or just an interest in the history of Australian currency, this video is going to uncover everything you need to know about the 1981 10-cent coin of Australia. Let's get started. The 1981 Australian 10-cent coin was struck in large numbers to meet the everyday demand for circulating currency. On the obverse side, you lines find the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Arnold Machen, which was used on Australian coinage between 1966 and 1984. The reverse side showcases the iconic lyrebird designed by Stuart Devlin, a symbol that has become synonymous with the 10-cent piece in Australia. Made from copper-nickel alloy, the coin weighs 5.65 grams, measures 23.60 millimeters in diameter, and features a milled edge. These specifications have remained unchanged since decimal currency was introduced in 1966. Now, what makes the 1981 issue so special is the fact that it was struck across different mints, not only in Australia but also overseas. The Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced a huge portion of the coins, but additional coins were minted in Canada, Wales, and even Korea to help meet circulation demand. This makes 1981 one of the years where collectors pay close attention to distinguishing mint origins and searching for small differences in detail, strike quality, and edge finish that might set one coin apart from the rest. In terms of mintage, the combined production for the 1981 10-cent coin runs into the hundreds of millions, which means most of them are not considered rare in circulated condition. However, collectors know that when mintage numbers are spread across multiple international facilities, there's always the chance of subtle variations and striking errors that can push the value of certain coins well above their face value. For example, die cracks, off-center strikes, or misaligned lettering can sometimes fetch between $50 and $200 depending on rarity and collector demand. For standard circulated 1981 10-cent coins, the value typically remains at or near face value. But if you happen to come across one in pristine, uncirculated, or mint state condition, that's where the value starts to rise. A high-grade uncirculated example graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC can fetch anywhere from $10 to $40 depending on eye appeal and luster. Coins with exceptional qualities like strong strikes, no bag marks, and brilliant surfaces can even climb higher in auction settings. Another fascinating point for collectors is that proof versions of the 1981 10-cent coin were also produced by the Royal Australian Mint. Proof coins are struck using polished dies and blanks, giving them a mirror-like finish that makes them highly desirable. These coins were typically sold in annual proof sets, and today, a proof set containing the 1981 10-cent piece can sell for between $30 and $80 depending on condition and completeness. Individual proof coins are often sought by those who want to build high-grade date sets. What many collectors love most about the 1981 issue is the story of its international minting. Coins struck overseas sometimes show slight differences in details such as the sharpness of the Queen's portrait or the positioning of design elements. Canadian minted coins, for example, may exhibit subtle differences compared to their Canberra counterparts. Spotting these differences requires a sharp eye and sometimes magnification, but identifying such varieties can make your coin more desirable among collectors and numismatists. Of course, error coins are the real treasures of 1981. Imagine finding a coin that was double struck, clipped, or had a planchet flaw. These mistakes slipped through quality control during mass production and are now highly prized because of their scarcity. An off-center strike or double rim error from 1981 could be worth hundreds of dollars depending on the condition and clarity of the error. That's why every coin collector should always check their 1981 10-cent coins closely before spending them or tossing them into a jar. As for investment potential, the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin might not make you rich overnight, but it is certainly worth holding onto. Examples in excellent condition. Over time, high-grade coins and error varieties have consistently appreciated in value. Collectors always need common coins in uncommon condition, and the 1981 issue ticks that box. It's also a fantastic piece to include in educational collections since it represents Australia's minting history and international collaboration. During a time when the Royal Australian Mint needed help meeting demand. So if you've enjoyed this deep dive into the 1981 Australian 10-cent coin, make sure you subscribe to our channel for more coin collecting knowledge tips and treasure hunting guides. Don't forget to hit the like button, drop a comment telling us whether you've ever found a rare 1981 era coin, and share this video with fellow collectors. Every subscription helps us continue making detailed guides like this one and keeps the coin collecting community alive and thriving. Who knows, your next pocket change find could be worth a lot more than you think.